and welcome to Long's Toys. If you watched my toy haul video from Friday, you saw that I did get a lot of new Transformers and stuff, so I'm going to be doing kind of a Transformers week this week. So we'll be starting first today with Generations Arcee. This toy took me a long time to track down, but I finally got a hold of her on Big Bad Toy Store. I'm very excited to get her open. You can see here on the back the alt mode and the robot mode, and if you'd like to go ahead and read her bio. Alright, and she does come with an IDW comic book in the back here. So we'll go ahead and get her out of the packaging and take a closer look. Alright, so here's Arcee out of the packaging, and I have to say, I really love this figure. She does have a pretty large backpack, there's really no debating that, but it doesn't really hinder the figure at all, and I really think it's a fantastic figure. The head sculpt is very nice. I'm going to get in close here so we can take a look at that. I think it's very, very well done. I mean, it reminds me so much of the character from the movie and the cartoon from the 80s. I absolutely love it. And those eyes are light piping back here. Very nice, bright light piping. For articulation, the head is on a ball joint, so you have up and down movement and side to side. You have a ball joint here in the shoulder. Then there's a bicep swivel right under that. Then there's 90 degrees, really nice tight ratchet in the elbow. No waist articulation. The hip is kind of weird because of the transformation. You can go a little bit out to the side, but front and back movement is nice, but just a little bit out to the side, and you'll see why that is later. Then you have a swivel right here, right above the knee, and then pretty much 90 degrees at the knee, and then there is ankle rotation back and forth, again because of the transformation. But, I mean, you can get some really nice poses out of her. It's pretty much all the articulation you would need from a figure this size. She does come with a bunch of accessories. She's got two of these kind of blue see-through swords, which you can do several things with. She can hold them, so you can have like that. Or there's a spot here on the arm where you can mount one, like this. If you just want to have her have a sword and she has guns. Or you could also mount one here as like a holster on her hip. So she's got lots of things she can do with these swords. I think it's pretty cool. They're very versatile weapons. And she does get two of those. I wish, and maybe there is, but I haven't found it yet, there was a way she could kind of store them on her back. I mean, are these holes? I don't know, I feel like maybe, but then they don't really. I mean, you could kind of just sit them in here, if you really wanted to. Just like behind her head, just because there's a little bit of space back there. It kind of falls through. But it would be cool if she had a way that she could like have them on her back. I think that would be neat. But as you can see, it's pretty much no clips or hooks or anything on the back there. She also comes with two guns. You can see this is the larger of the two. A lot more paint on this one. There's some pink here, there's some gray, black. The other gun is a tiny little one, which has a little bit of gray here in the front, but otherwise it's mostly black. And again, she can put these on her hip if she likes, which I think is a really nice feature. I think it's cool that, you know, she can put two blasters there, so that way whatever weapon she's not using at the time, she can put on her hip. Whether it be swords or guns. She comes with a lot of firepower, a lot of weapons. Otherwise, she can hold them in her hand, as you can see. Now, it's a little strange. I mean, I think you can, maybe that's all you can push them down. I'm not sure, but obviously she can hold them. Just looks a little weird, but I think you can probably push them down a little bit more. Her arms just feel a little fragile to me, and it's only because they're so thin. I don't really want to push them any farther down. So, but yeah, I think she looks great. I really love all the accessories she comes with. Alright, so we'll move on to her transformation. One thing I did want to mention real quick, I do kind of wish she had an Autobot symbol somewhere on her chest, but I understand it's kind of a small area, so with the pink and white and blue aesthetic they have going on here, it kind of doesn't fit. So I get it, but I kind of wish it did. Anyway, The transformation is fairly simplistic, but it's really satisfying, and I love the alt mode you're left with. So basically, you're going to start by, you can kind of see there's a little crease right here. The midsection is going to separate there and kind of come forward. You're going to kind of rock this back and up a little bit, and then this whole piece is going to come up. This is going to go up here and actually will become, it'll fill in the hole here in the hood. So as you can see now, that's all kind of flush. And then once the head's in, then you just fold this piece down and that covers it up. You're going to kind of push the hands up just like that, and then you can kind of rotate them and they'll just kind of hang right there just like that. You're going to come down to the hips, and the reason they only go a little bit out to the side is because they actually swing out like that, so she looks a little bow-legged. Then you're going to straighten everything out with the legs, push the ankles down so that they're flat like that, rotate them back 90 degrees just like that. And then this is actually going to rotate 180, and they'll fit right in this hole here. Flip this one around as well. And then you're going to come back around to the front here, rotate this piece out, and then just drop this down, and you can see where there's little tabs here that click on the legs, on the back of the thighs, I should say. And there you go. You have her little car mode, which I think looks absolutely fantastic. So getting up closer here for the alt mode, I love it. It's so perfectly G1, and the paint details are fantastic. I love the little wing here on the back. I love the blue here on the front. That just really pops. It looks fantastic. Beautiful Autobot symbol there on the hood. Little windshield and the two seats. I just think it looks absolutely fantastic. I couldn't be more thrilled with this. When we got the animated Arcee, I thought that was going to be the only Arcee figure that we actually got. So I kind of used that as my Classics Arcee. But this figure is so perfectly Classics Arcee. They really knocked it out of the park with this. And when you see the robot mode, it's crazy to think that it will turn into this car, because it's so streamlined and so perfect. Like the way they integrated the thighs here from the robot mode into the back end of the car, just so flush, so seamlessly, and such an easy transformation. And you don't even really see that much robot kibble here on the bottom. It's really not that bad. Now she does have these clips here and here, so if you wanted to put her guns in, you certainly could, if they'll stay. They will if I push a little bit. There we go. So you can put both her guns on there like that. She still has these spots on the thighs here, so you can go ahead and mount these swords on both sides. So, I mean, she really can get decked out. She's got tons of weapons in both robot and vehicle mode. I think that's pretty awesome that she can store them or, you know, have them on in both modes. Just really, really impressed with this. So I absolutely love Arcee. I think they did such a fantastic job with this figure. It's such a G1 feel, and I'm just so happy to finally get an accurate representation of this character that's kind of been, you know, a fan favorite for such a long time. I love that they included all the accessories. She's got a lot of weaponry, which is really cool. The only thing I could possibly think of to nitpick with this figure is I would have loved an Autobot symbol on her chest in robot mode. That's the only thing I could think of to complain about, and it's not even a big deal. So I know this figure is hard to get a hold of. I guess she was short packed, or it was towards the end when it was changing over from kind of Generations to Combiner Wars. I had a hard time finding her, but I did find her on BBTS, so you can go over there and take a look. If you can find her on eBay, Amazon, wherever you can find her, I definitely recommend this figure. I think she's fantastic. Love to hear from you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Please like and share this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you've enjoyed this look at Transformers Generations Arcee, and thanks for watching.